What happens when you ask the American people who has the best stamina to be president of the United States? Well, the answer and what that might mean heading into Monday night's debate next. All right, stamina, not the only poll that shows Hillary falling behind. Now Clinton is asking, why isn't she running away with the race already?
Why aren't I 50 points ahead, you might ask? Well, the choice for working families has never been clearer. I need your help to get Donald Trump's record out to everybody.
And why are you screaming? Well, the latest Real Clear Politics average shows Clinton's overall lead is shrinking faster than anyone expected. So why isn't she winning by more? And will the debates on the one on Monday night change anything? Here to break it down is Tom Bevan from Real Clear Politics and Clifford Young, president of Ipsos Public Affairs. Good morning, gentlemen. Thanks for being here.
Good morning. It's great being here.
Good to see you. All right, let's start with this poll that's out, Wall Street Journal, NBC poll, asking people about their top concerns. When it comes to Trump, it says 33% concerned about temperament, 27% offensive comments, 13% praise for Putin, 6% not releasing taxes. You look at Clinton concerns, we can pull those up now. 36% dealing with Syria, Iraq, and Libya, 29% email scandal, 9% offensive comments about Trump supporters, and 8% health issues. Tom, I'll start with you. Basically, answer that question when she says, why am I not 50 points up right now? Why not?
Well, I think most Democrats are asking that question, too. I mean, she's got the money advantage. She's got an organizational advantage. She's clearly the more experienced candidate, but she's not exciting voters, particularly millennial voters. In these battleground states, she's losing independents by anywhere from 15 to 20 points. So there are a lot of factors at play, but certainly this race is much closer than Democrats thought it would be at this point. And part of that is because all of them view Donald Trump as completely unacceptable. And that view is shared by some in the public, but certainly not all. And therefore, we have a pretty close race with, 6 weeks left.
Right. Clifford, we just showed you some of the concerns that voters have with both Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump. First debate is on Monday night. How much can change after even the first debate?
Yeah, a great question, very important. Stepping back a bit to kind of explain from a 30,000-foot view why Donald Trump has narrowed the gap. Over the last 3 weeks, he's really been on message. He's been efficient. His trip to Mexico and his speech in Arizona really energized the base. So he's going into the debates with momentum, with an energized debate. And ultimately, the question is, do debates have an impact? And what I would say is, historically, for the most part, no. They really just reinforce existing views. This debate will be key. This debate, in my mind, will be very, very similar or as important as the 1980 debate between Reagan and Carter or the 1960 debate between Kennedy and Nixon. And what has to happen? Donald Trump needs to show himself to be presidential, on message, and efficient. And in contrast, Hillary should show herself to be on message and specifically talking about those sort of key issues that people are worried about, her health, her stamina, her ability to see the effort through.
Yeah, Tom, this race really at this point is neck and neck. You look at some of the swing state polls. This race could very well come down to independent voters who haven't decided who they're voting for. What needs to happen on Monday night? What advice would you be giving Donald Trump if he wants to win the White House?
Well, I think Cliff's right. I mean, look, Donald Trump has to clear this bar, right, of being seen as presidential. He hasn't really moved the needle on that question so far over the course of the campaign. But, with 100 million people tuning in, even if you think the universe of persuadables out there isn't very big, that still will be a sizable number of folks who are watching this debate. They're maybe looking at both candidates thinking, I'm not really, I don't want to vote for Hillary. I don't really want to vote for Donald Trump. If he can clear that bar by keeping his composure and being on message, then I think there's a great opportunity for him. Conversely, I think Hillary, she's not going to be able to wash away her biggest vulnerability, which is this trust issue. So she has to exploit her strength, which is competence and experience and judgment. And so they're both going to be fighting over the same turf, and it's going to be interesting to watch.
Right. Tom, what does history tell us about the importance of these debates? When you look at past presidential candidates, where they stand against each other going into the debates, and then after the debates, what can we learn from that?
Well, debates can move the needle. I mean, we saw that with Romney last time around. Reagan had a bad debate, his first debate, but managed to recover. I mean, Donald Trump has to I think, not just perform well on Monday night. I think that's the first thing. It's critical. But he has to continue to perform in the next two debates so as not to have this, if he does have a good debate, to have something just be a short-term fix or some sort of bump that ends up dissipating over time. So certainly debates can make a difference, but he has to perform over the course of all three debates, not just on Monday night.
It'll be fascinating. Well, I'll be watching. Tom Clifford, thanks for being with us this morning. We appreciate it.
Well, thank you.